Definitely another hot freaking Iowa day. Got the cutoff t-shirt on once again. Got plenty of those in my closet because there's no air conditioning in this damn shop. Just hopefully there's a little bit of a breeze. I see the windmills in the background there turning, so we got something. We got a little bit of a breeze going on. Do not plan on putting more power in the car because of the rear end. To get into third gear a lot sooner for now. It's basically end of the year with the car. It's basically test and tune, right? So we're gonna swap gears in and out and just test and see what happens. I mean, a lot of guys are gonna disagree with what I'm about ready to do. And I mean, I'm disagreeing with myself also. I mean, I should not be putting them in there. I'm putting 373s in the car. Just your average takeout 373s. I'm sitting over here. My thoughts. Well, first off, I'm not getting into third gear soon enough. First gear, shift at 7,300. Second gear, shift at 7,300. All on the fly. No gauges telling me where to shift or anything. Shift into third, pulls down to 6,300. And I'm only in third gear for basically a second. Definitely not enough time to get the car loaded up and pulling correctly. I mean, it probably pulled a hair, but not enough. So for staying at this power level where I want to be for now and not hurt the rear end or anymore, I don't know, we're just fucking gonna send it. But basically 373s will get me into that third gear a lot sooner. For a turbo car with getting to a pretty decent amount of power and then beyond at some point, yeah, 373s are not gonna work. But for not hitting the car with any more power to make my 355s work, I'm putting 373s in, keeping the car at that power level where it's at, around that, and to see what it does for third gear. Third gear will be I will be shifting into third gear a lot sooner, yes, but first gear is going to be an issue. I do not have a boost controller. I'm basically going to have to go in the computer and go off my trigger input for my trans brake and make it retard my timing for so many seconds off the launch and then ramp it in. That's basically all I can do right now to lower the power level off the launch. After I get first gear figured out with the 373s to get it to pull out of the hole to the 60 and then add that timing in, second and third gear should be honestly cakewalk. Just shift them, just row them gears and get to the finish line. I've also thought of taking the 355s out and putting in 327 gears or like a 308 gear. 308 gear probably too crazy gear to put in, but I think 327, 331 gear ratio would actually work for a first and second gear pull. But I've not heard of anybody doing such a thing. Also, the Turbo 400s are known for exploding. If you over rev in second gear, especially an engine that turns RPM, I think it may break the sprag, and basically it'll just explode, overrides the drum or whatever it does, and explodes. It'd be a bad freaking deal. So I would not like to try that at all. If I did do the first and second gear to the line of the finish line, I would have to shift into third before I let out of the throttle. If I just let out of the throttle, I mean, shit would probably hit the fan. Do not want that to happen at all. So for just the end of the year, 373s in the car. If anything, I'll swap the 355s back in. No big deal. I'd like to get some decent testing with gear ratios on the car just to see what happens. I mean, yeah, it could be a waste of time. Probably will be a waste of time. But that's all I got is time. Have no money in it. Just swapping it in. Some fluids I have here. And be ready to go for next weekend. And go test and see what happens. Hopefully I'm not boring you guys on that at all. But just trying to break it down so you guys understand why I'm doing this. A lot of you guys are going to disagree, of course, but I always like to push the inside of the envelope on certain things and see what you can and cannot do. I think that's the perfect time to try it before I change things over the winter time, just to get some more data on what this gear ratio will do compared to this one. Is it helping me? Is it not helping me? Can I tune out of the wheel spin? Can I not tune out of the wheel spin? You know, all those scenarios. But just a cool thing to do. Keeps you going. So let's get the gears in and we'll find out next weekend what happens.
To my mother, to my father, it's your son or it's your daughter. My screams loud enough for you to hear me. Should I turn this up for you? I sit here locked inside my head, remembering everything you said.
Alright, let's get this carrier out of here. All my shims. Alright. Always check your C-clips that hold your axles in, which other guys call them Jesus clips, because by Jesus, if this comes out, you're going for a fucking ride. So yeah, make sure they're in good shape. Let's get this pinion out. Ouch. God damn it, that hurt. Fucking funny bone. Yeah, these 355s, I think I got these off Speed Shed. He needed a different gearing for his car, and I needed different gears for my car at the time. I think these are Ford Racing gears, actually. But we're going to give the 373s here a shot. You see the difference in the size of the pinion. It's just a hair difference, but the pitch would be definitely quite different, and the teeth count on the ring gear and pinion would be different. We'll use my carrier. It's got the Lincoln Locker install on it. Just fucking burn that filler right in from a while ago. Looks like shit, actually. But we'll get these 373s off and get them in the parts washer and cleaned up.
Silence gets us nowhere, gets us nowhere, way too fast. Silence is what kills me. I need someone here to help me, but you don't know how to listen and let me make my decision. I sit here locked inside my head, remembering everything you said. The silence.
Well, 373s are in. Took me a while to get them shimmed correctly. This one side, but everything is meshing up good. So get this cover on and get some fluid in it. So the setup on this 8.8, stock springs that have been cut up top here just to get the car to the right height that I'd like, and yeah, just stock upper and lower 4-link. Did check the studs here to make sure nothing's going on possibly bending or tweaking them a little bit. I think it seems to be straight so far. Shocks, honestly. They're like $30 eBay specials, and they suck. They don't do anything really. They're just kind of there.